Well, hello. It's been a while since I've done any car-related videos. Been out visiting friends and spending time on lakes and oceans, and so here's a car update. You may remember the Solstice here. I called it the sad Solstice because it's 4 different colors. We recently took it the last week of June to the North American Solstice and Sky annual meeting, the Nassam meeting up in Wisconsin in La Crosse, and made the trip up there with it. First time out really driving it more than just kind of driving it around town. It made the trip okay. Had a good time with the car. It did develop a coolant issue. It was using coolant, and I was trying to figure out why we were on the trip. Every time you would stop, you'd have to put some more coolant in, and then you could drive it as long as you wanted, but when you stopped, you had to put coolant in again. And so never really figured it out on the trip, but it's been parked here for a couple weeks now since we got her back, and it's finally divulged what the problem was. And that leak there is coming from under the car over on the passenger side front, which is the common water pump issue, where the water pump will start to go out and it'll start leaking coolant, and at first it just starts leaking while you're driving, so it's hard to tell where it's going because it doesn't really leave a spot unless you leave it sit somewhere for a long time. And this is after sitting for a couple weeks now. We got some coolant running, so that's the issue with it. It's going to need a water pump replacement. So the sad Solstice, or red door is what they nicknamed it at the annual meetup. It's going to need some work on the water pump here before it goes on any more road trips. Getting a look at this side, you can kind of see why they call it the sad Solstice. It's got 2 different colors of gray. It's got a red door. It's got hail damage all over the hood and the bump and the deck lid. You can probably see a little bit of that here. The front bumper on it was broke. I put a new one on it that's black, so it's got 4 different colors on it now. So the sad Solstice has been a good car. Made a good trip with it. It was about over 1,000 miles all told on the trip. It was about 400 miles, 450 up there and back, and then we drove about 500 or 600 while we were there for 6 days. So had a good trip with it. Going to need a little more maintenance before we have some more fun with that one. And I'll get back to you here with another update here and another project here in a minute.